two things that every gardener needs to know. One is you need to keep your soil covered. Two, you need to water it. It's the time of year when our garden starts to die. I still have some sweet peas that'll make for a while. This cabbage ought to do all right. In South Mississippi, we have a pretty long growing season. This zucchini, it's not gonna last when it gets too cool. My squash, it's not gonna last. A lot of other things in the garden, they'll probably go when the weather gets down fairly cool. But that's all right. Everything in its season. So what do? We don't want these beds to just lay open all winter. This had peas in it, so I just cut it down. I took some of it and mulched it. Then I raked over this. And I sowed mustard greens all through here. We can eat on them pretty much the entire winter. And some of these beds, I just want to cover. I just want to have something growing in them as long as possible. Kind of like what I got here. One of my favorite things to do is just plant peas. Peas or beans or anything like that. One, you can eat them, but two, they make a great cover crop. They spread out, vine out, and they give a lot of biomass. When they're done, you just cut them down. You can mulch them or just lay them on the bed and let them rot down. And they'll supply the bed that you're working with plenty of nutrients through the year. Another thing I like to do, I like to add this pine straw. It's a good mulch. A lot of people think it makes your soil very acidic, but everything I've read, it don't. It just breaks down carbon, nitrogen, whatever, like pretty much anything else. It seems to work, but I also added some of this deer blend in here as well. It's got rye and clover and everything else, along with this squash. And this squash, like I said, it'll fade away and die out, but I'll still be left with this bed covered with this pine straw, and it'll protect the soil. Last but certainly not least, you can use wood chips. I found a place that I can just get this. I just bring my trailer up there and they'll load me up a load. Pretty much will supply all I need, whatever I use it for. I'm just gonna let it break down right here for a while. Then I'll put it in the garden as I need it. And probably the most important thing that you can do is water your garden. I've watered mine. We've had a drought this year, and I've tried to water it a little bit at least every day. I don't want my soil to go hydrophobic on me. I want it to continue to receive the water, and that way, in case it does rain, it'll be ready to soak all that good water in that the rain has to give us. Obviously, there's all different ways that you can water. I opt to do this because I like getting out in the morning and watering the garden. It gives me a lot of time to think. Many people have in-ground waters, they have sprinklers, they have all different manners of ways that they water their garden. It don't really matter how you do it, as long as it gets done. Whatever you do, protect your garden throughout this winter. It'll love you for it in the spring. God bless. Y'all have a great day.